Well, today I'm working on an old Super H Farmall, and I happen to have the hood off of it, which I normally don't, and I thought while I did, I would show the power steering setup on this, which you don't see on a Super H very often, and this has been put on. So if there's people out there that want to put one on one, it's actually not too bad. It's a little expensive, but I can tell you this thing works as good as any new tractor. You can turn it with your pinky. Here's the pump, which I have no idea what this pump is off of. This was all on this tractor when we bought it. And you have to add a pulley down on the crankshaft and rig you up some mounts. All of this stuff has kind of sort of been made up to work, it seems like, but some of it looks like it's kind of sort of supposed to be there. So but that's how the pump, there's the reservoir, which is just on a hose down to the pump, so you can put that anywhere. It's under the hood on this, which is not handy, because if you have to put some fluid in it, you got to pull the hood. But if you don't need to put any fluid in it, it's not a big deal. This is what they call a torque generator, I believe is what it is. You can buy these. They use them on all kinds of stuff. They're kind of expensive. I think about 700 bucks. But as you can see, you just cut your shaft and actually put that in the middle of it. And actually this one here, they should have done a little better job on it, but they left the shaft off the generator too long, and it puts the U-joint almost against the tank. But it works, there's no problems. And as you can see, it just mounts up to that center plate, that's the original plate. There's 3 or 4 bolts, 3 bolts. And it works, boy. Works good. So I just thought if anybody out there was wanting to put power steering on their H, actually with this loader on here, it makes a whole different tractor out of this with that power steering on it. I have another one around here I use just to move stuff, and it does not have power steering, and I can tell you, you get to work whenever you're using the loader on that. This solenoid valve here is a tank selector, like off of a Chevrolet pickup if you've got dual tanks. And this carburetor float would allow this carburetor to leak. And my dad got tired of forgetting to turn the fuel off and coming out with fuel everywhere, so he stuck that on there. When you turn the switch on, it turns the fuel on. Works pretty good, pretty slick. Let's see, I put an alternator on it, which wasn't too bad to do. This is an old Delco 2-wire or 3-wire. If you got a 1-wire, it's great. All you got to do is hook the charging wire up, but I didn't have one of those, and I had this laying around. And really all you have to do, you see that little clearance light? You put that in the circuit to add resistance. Yep, and it works okay. Had to make a bracket, you can see. pretty simple. But it will fit under the hood, just barely, but it'll fit. No problems. There's kind of the electrical center. This is 12 volts, of course. Just an old Farmall. Works as good as any of them. It's got live hydraulics on it with this distributor pump. The only thing it doesn't have is live power. The way we use it, it doesn't matter. Use it for a loader tractor. So anyway, that's how we do it around here. Till next time.